Live from Florida and Jersey, WGoB Network is on the air. Girls and Booze in the house. I'm Doug.
I'm Frank.
I put the soul on it on that one. I'm Doug.
Yeah, he is. That's the maturity, the age in you coming through,
Yeah.
You get that sexy voice.
I appreciate you telling everybody in the world that would look that I'm 50, which I am not. Thank you so much.
How old are you again?
35.
Yeah. Plus 10.
I'm whatever age. I'm whatever age anybody wants me to be. I'm age bedextrous.
Age bedextrous. Well,
I don't know.
That's accepted now, isn't it?
Yeah, I can be anything I want to be if I think about it. If I want it hard enough, I'm 28.
I can speak it into fruition.
It's right. If I say it, you have to. Never mind. Frank, what's going on, buddy? It's been a long time.
Yeah, no shit, man. I feel like I didn't even know how to turn on my computer this morning.
It's been so long that when I signed into this thing, like all the settings weren't saved. I had to resave everything. It had to like refine my camera and all that. It's annoying.
Yeah, that's what happens, man. I fucking between the move and getting everything ready, it's been a little hectic.
That's right. So I know a few people have asked, "What are you guys not doing anymore?" And no, Frank had a life event. He made a large purchase, so we took some time off so he could get himself situated and set up and all that.
Yeah, I just got power last month. Sitting out here in the woods, no power, just living it like the old school people used to.
There's probably something to be said for that.
Cooking outside in my homestead. No, I'm joking. But yeah, honestly, when I was looking, it took me a month and a half to find my camera, and I'm not even joking.
I believe you.
I almost bought another camera.
The thing is, people that don't know you would be like, "Oh, he's kidding." Like, I know you well enough to know that that's probably the truth. I believe that it took you that long to find it.
It is not a joke at all. And
this is a man that loses his checking card everywhere he goes.
Not always. I replace my card like once every 6 months, which is not bad.
You realize I replaced my card, I think, once in my lifetime?
Yeah, but I swipe mine like 2,000 times in a month.
Yeah, me too. I don't carry cash.
Always coming out of my damn,
No, your problem is you don't put it in anything. It free balls. So whenever you get in and out of cars or whatever else, it just slides right out.
Well, sometimes I put it on the dash, in my pocket. Sometimes I put it in my wallet, It's just, I'm not consistent with that,
Yeah, I don't believe the wallet part. I've never seen that happen.
No. Look, I bet you if I go into my wallet, actually, matter of fact, now that you say that, I had to cancel my card this past weekend.
See?
I go to use it, and they wouldn't even let me use my card. And I call them up. I'm like, yo, what the fuck's going on with my card? He's like, oh, you had like suspicious transaction. And I was like, I'm looking at it. I was like, oh, I don't even know.
No, that was me.
I don't even know what the fuck this is. Like, honestly, like they didn't allow the thing to go through. But then I remember we went out to this bar, and for some reason it just wasn't taking my card. And I think I typed in the wrong PIN code like twice, and it locked me out of the fucking ATM. I will say I had been drinking quite a bit.
Of course.
And, things happen. But now I got a new card coming in 10 days. So now I'm cardless. Actually, I found the card. I have the card, but I can't use it. So there's that.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably already been like swiped. I've left that shit on the counter at my desk at work and shit. People probably wrote the number down to fuck me later. You know?
I'm sure that's true.
Yeah, because they hate me,
I believe that too.
That's not. Come on. Bro.
So far, I haven't heard anything that's hard to believe. I believe that people hate you.
That's hurtful. That is. Hurtful.
Oh, not me. I love you, Frank. I just believe that other people hate you.
See, I don't believe you, man. I don't believe you anymore.
I'm the only one that likes you, Frank. See the gaslighting that's happening right now?
My son likes me.
Your son has to like you. I mean, that's not really...
My wife
That's not
loves
really...
me.
Do we know that for sure?
No.
Your wife signed a contract that she has to love you as well. And really, your son, what's he got, like 13 more years that he has to love you?
Oh, then he'll be hating me. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
No, he'll hate you long before there. You guys will have your clash before he becomes an adult, I'm sure.
He's going to be like, fuck you, Dad. I don't want to do my homework.
I've been waiting for this day my whole life.
Oh, dude,
I'm going to fuck you up.
I am not looking forward to those teenage years, man. If he's anything like me, God bless me. It's over.
He's gonna have to test the waters a little bit.
He gonna test his fists. He gonna catch his hands. He gonna catch these hands. I'm telling you right now. Test me.
You can get the 2-piece.
No way, bro.
For those listening, and we of course are not advocating any violence, and Frank is not going to beat his son.
This is just jokes, people. I don't mean none of that.
Oh my God, it's a long day, Frank. I'm tired.
I'm getting old, man.
I am.
You got me beat. Listen, I don't want to hear you complaining. It's not early in the morning anymore. Okay.
It's true. It's late at night now.
Late at night, you get to get a good night's rest. You don't have to worry about shit. Tampa, are we talking
getting
about
up for
Tampa
a job
right now? Tampa is up 16-3 against Philly right now.
Yeah. So as we record this, it is it's NFL playoff season, which is actually going to tie into the beers that we're drinking. And thankfully, Tampa is up on the Eagles right now. This is going to age very poorly when the Eagles come back and score like 40 points in a row.
I doubt it.
I think the big news here, though, is that my compadre, my co-conspirator here next to me, my co-host, my co-applicant, I don't know.
He's setting me up.
The biggest Cowboys fan on the planet is very excited today to find that his Cowboys got whooped.
Yes. This is an homage.
The score was much more close than the game where it really was.
Yeah, absolutely. It was horrible. I'm glad that I was not able to watch it. Seriously. There's a reason. There was a reason I couldn't watch it yesterday, so it was good that I didn't. I would have broke this fucking computer. It would have been another 6 months.
That's a good thing about being a Giants fan is that, like, they're not going to be any good for the next couple of years. Yeah, exactly. Like, you go into the season with no expectations. So when they win a couple of games, you're almost like, God damn it, man! I was hoping we were going to get a better draft pick.
Yeah,
it's fucking Tommy Cutlets had to go and win a couple of games.
How many wins you guys have this year? 7?
Who knows? 6, I think. I don't remember. 5 or 6.
Just enough to fuck yourself in the draft.
Mm-hmm. Well, Tommy DeVito had to come in and be a fucking celebrity.
Yeah,
Tommy Cutlets had to get his 15 minutes of fame. Why do I look like I have crow's feet? Frank, you got me up late. Look, I look tired.
Bitch, put some makeup on.
At least my hair is still glorious. Put some makeup on.
It definitely is. With your little 70s headband on going over there.
More passion, more energy, more passion. I don't know what that is. I don't even know what that's from. It just cracks me up.
You heard it somewhere? Now you held on to it?
Yes.
Perfect. What is that shirt you have on there, sir, before you move forward?
Narragansett.
What the fuck is that?
What do you mean? It's a beer company in Massachusetts.
Oh. What is that, your gaming headset you have on there?
No, Dick. This is the same headset I always use.
The broke dick headset that doesn't work?
It's definitely not broke dick. You're talking about my gaming headset. I have a nice one and I have a broke dick one. I haven't played like a game online. You don't play shit with me anymore. And
yeah, what are you talking about? I downloaded Madden. You just never have time.
You're such a fucking lying prick. People that don't know you don't understand what happens here.
Yo, my son was like, Daddy, are you going to ever play Madden? I was like, yeah, someday when Doug invites me. He's like, oh, that's not nice.
I'll be playing Madden with your son before you.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, so Franco, we were talking about Barley's going to have a sip. We were talking about playoff football before, which ties perfectly into our beers this week. So we were trying to, this week I say as though we have been doing this every week, we were trying to figure out something to drink to tie into the playoffs, and the really only thing we could find is a mixed case, I guess, from Sam Adams. Cue the fanfare. I'm not excited. I'm going to say something that's very controversial, Frank. Very controversial amongst the craft beer community. I am not a Sam Adams fan.
I would have to say neither am I. I used to smash the cherry wheats though back in the day. The cherry wheat beer. I used to drink that ad nauseum.
Back in the day, I was into. I liked the cherry wheat. I liked their Oktoberfest, and I liked. What was the other beer? I don't know. It doesn't matter. But along the way, I had their Rebel IPA, and I can remember being like, "This is the best IPA I've ever had in my life." And obviously, times have changed quite a bit since then. But
you didn't know what real beer was.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe. Anyway, here's my problem with Sam Adams. Right? Well, first of all, it's like if you say you don't like Sam Adams, it's like you have to like Sam Adams because it's like the grandfather of the craft beer movement, right? It's like you have to like Sam Adams, you have to like Dogfish, you have to like Stone, and what's the other one? There's another one that's like that. Anyway.
No, I can't even think of another staple fucking American IPA craft beer. And they don't make a lot of IPAs either.
Who's Sam Adams?
Yeah.
We're talking about Sam Adams? Yeah, I think they have a couple of versions of the Rebel IPA now. I think there's the Rebel IPA, and I think there's like a grapefruit Rebel IPA because, of course.
Your favorite?
My favorite. My problem with Sam Adams, though, and I'm quite sure that you're going to hear me say this multiple times and that I'm going to experience it here today, is that they all taste the same to me. Like every Sam Adams flavored beer to me is like, oh, I'm drinking a Sam Adams. Like there'll be other things, but the base of it being a Sam Adams is always right there. Like it's like, oh, Sam Adams.
And they're all very like translucent, clear beers, nothing cloudy, nothing juicy. That's the one thing I've never really had from them.
I think these, if I had to guess, are going to be like all like dark amberish.
Oh, really?
Except for the one. I think one of them's a golden something or other. This is called the Primetime Beers Variety Pack, by the way. For those
Prime Time, just like the Cowboys,
playing along.
Baby.
Prime Time, just like the Cowboys. Not ready for prime time.
Yeah. Oh, it's painful.
You want to drink that away, Frank? You want to drink the pain away?
I do. I think I might need a bourbon after this. Yesterday I came home. I was like, I can't believe this shit, man. I was like, I had like 2 quick glasses of bourbon. I went straight to sleep. Like, fuck this shit. I didn't even watch the last game.
I can't drink you away. All right, you ready? You want to drink the pain away?
I'm ready, baby.
I've tried Jack. I've tried gin. I've tried all of his friends. All right.
Is that Alanis Morissette?
If you're joining us for the first time, I don't know what it is. It can turn into Alanis Morissette. No, I think that's it's a country song. Who is that? I'm disappointed you didn't pick it up on my wonderful singing of it. You've heard that song, you just haven't heard my horrible version of it. That's the remix.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Anyway, if you join us for the first time, if you followed us from the Hopped Up Network, welcome. We are the Girls of Booze, and we have a structure we like to follow for our little show here, which is 4 beers, and then we put our heads together and figure out which one of them was our favorite beer of the night. And like we've already talked about, every beer that we have tonight is going to be from Samuel Adams Brewery.
Samuel Adams.
Located in, I think they're all over the place now, but I think their main brewery is still Boston, Massachusetts, right?
Boo.
Good talk. Wait, you don't like Boston anymore?
I never liked Boston. What are you talking about?
You're from Florida. I think I remember you cheering for the Red Sox. Anyway.
Never.
All right, Frank. First out of our magic sacks will be... and by the way, I said that since we were talking playoffs, right? I probably should have made...
Playoffs?
So this is the Primetime Beers, obviously, and each beer, with the exception of one. One is just in here because it's just in here, which is kind of a weird choice. But all of them have a name that has something to do with football. For instance, first one out of our magic sacks here is the Breakaway Blonde Ale. Obviously, you break away, score the touchdown. Kind of like every defender had a chance to do against the Cowboys.
Fuck you.
No? All right. Seasonal Breakaway Blonde Ale. Easy drinking. 12 ounces, 4.7 alcohol by volume, 15 IBUs. Easily appealing for the whole crowd with a gentle, biscuity aroma and light body. This blonde ale is balanced and clean with a subtle hop touch and quick, refreshing finish that will help it break away from others this season.
Lies. I mean, it should be good. Let's try this out now. I was gonna say, you actually got a bottle opener? So you used to.
Yeah, I have my old. I have my nice Treehouse Brewing bottle opener that I've had for. Let me tell you something. I almost just said a fortnight. I don't know why I almost just said that, but this bottle opener that I've had for a fortnight. Sam Adams is helping us out by telling us cheers in the bottle cap.
Cheers! I didn't even notice that. Look at
Assuming yours says the same thing. I don't know if yours says the same thing or not.
Better pour that full beer in there.
Yeah, totally. Man, this thing is like apple juice.
Yeah, literally apple juice or piss water. Right before drug
piss
test,
Wasser.
you know?
Look, you can see me in the beer. It's my favorite thing to do is see myself in my beer because I love me some me.
I love me
some me. Man, that thing is clear golden. Literally looks like apple juice. Plain white head, half a finger. Bubbles dissipated immediately. The head dissipated immediately, rather. I feel like I've done this before. Smells like a frat beer.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, that's the one thing about their fucking blonde ales. Actually, most of their beers smell like this too. Well, there's a sweetness to it, at least, no?
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah. Man, it smells kind of like...
piss water.
A bready, fruity piss Wasser. Piss water, yeah.
A little malty. A little sweetness to it, at least. You know, it's not all bad.
No, it smells like a high-end frat beer.
High-end
like
frat
when your frat is inviting the hottest sorority on campus over and you want to impress them.
So it's like a special edition of Pabst Blue Ribbon or something?
Yeah.
Like a limited release of Pabst Blue?
PBR limited.
Oh, fuck.
All right.
That tastes like a Budweiser. Tastes like a Budweiser, no?
That is something. Does it even taste like a Budweiser?
Yeah,
to me, it tastes like bready water.
Are there any hops?
When he talked about I was just gonna say when they talked about what did they say a subtle hop touch? Are you sure? Yeah. Like, what'd you do? Rub one hop cone into the beer?
It is bready as hell.
I mean, listen, you could chug the fuck out of this thing for sure.
Yeah.
Again, this would be a good drinking game beer.
It tastes like if you like to squeeze whatever excrement you can get out of dough, all the little water and shit, throw it into a cup,
excrement,
and piss in it, and piss into it. It'd probably taste just like this. That's my assessment.
You're onto something, right? So yeah, so like the water or the bread squeezins, right? And then you drink like a heavy beer and then piss that beer out. Then you're here.
Yeah, that's.
And then squeeze like a little bit of lemon in it.
I like your explanation better for sure.
Well, this is build upon your explanation, Frank.
This is not rewarding at all. It's not even easy drinking, honestly. Is it? I mean, mine's is cold.
You don't think so? Yeah, I mean,
I don't know, dude. I'm not a fan of beers like this no more. I'm really not.
I agree with.
I'll take a Dos Equis before I drink something like this.
Even those kinds of beers, right? Where I used to be a huge Dos Equis fan, or like, you know, if you're at a Mexican restaurant, get a bunch of Tecates or something like that. Like, all that beer is just not. I don't know. Something has ruined my taste.
Good IPA.
I don't know if it's like a. I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's like the Treehouse and Trilliums of the world that have ruined my taste, but something has ruined my taste buds for beer.
We're snobs now.
Yeah, these kinds of beers. It's like IPAs and sours are everything for me now.
Oh, I went over.
Go ahead. No,
go ahead.
No,
I went over to.
Would you think I was going to interrupt you again?
Last weekend, yeah. I mean, you motherfucker. Fuck you. Go ahead, finish it.
No. You went where?
I went to Sideward Brewing this past weekend, and they had actually a very different selection from the last time you were up there. What happened?
I don't want to interrupt you. I'm raising my hand so I can ask a question.
Go ahead.
Which one? Yeah, I just didn't want to interrupt you. Which one was Sideward? Was that the one that had the ticker board? Is that the one we went to?
Yeah.
With the light built into the bar?
That's this one. Remember they had like right against
isn't that the
across
one?
the street. No, they didn't have the ticker. That was that one had like a very fancy fucking name to it, like an eloquent name.
Yeah, wasn't it Sideward?
No, that was Deadward. There was Deadward and Sideward.
All right. Which one is Sideward?
Sideward was it was the second brewery we went to, I think. Remember, it was like in a small lot. They had like an outside seating area, but we sat inside. They only had like 4 picnic bench type things, brown tables. Tattooed girl at the bar.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. And they had a bunch of good fucking beers there, man. I was just like, man, if only Doug was here to enjoy it with me, you know, but he doesn't want to move down here, you know.
Frank, I'm going to do something I never do, and I'm going to refill here.
Oh, that good, huh?
Because it's not about good. It's just that it's like, I just fucking pound this whole bottle. There's nothing going on here.
Yeah, it is light as hell, too. What is it, 4.7?
4.7.
Yeah, it's lighter than a lager. It's like a session.
It's very much a party beer.
Yeah.
It's like a flip cup beer, a beer pong beer.
When
is the last time that you played any of that kind of thing? I haven't played any of that kind of stuff in years. I mean, I recognize I'm like an old guy now.
Yeah. So I was watching. Damn, I gotta go back because I know I saved it on my phone, but there was like either a flip cup type game. What?
Oh,
what?
I thought I just saw that. I just found that. No. I just found the show the other night, and I was in my head. I'm like, it's gonna be amazing if he's gonna talk to me about the same show. Go ahead.
No. It's almost like a flip, not a flip cup, but was that a beer pong type table? But it was a different type of setup and play. Now I can't even explain it because never mind. Scratch that all out. Doesn't make any sense.
There's all kinds of versions.
But it was
all kinds of versions
and it was
of
like
that shit
in
now.
the holes or some shit. I don't remember.
Yeah, and then you cover them up.
It'll come to me. No.
The one that I always thought was cool was they have like the mini golf one, where like you putt the ball. I'm swinging like I'm swinging a fucking bat. That's why I suck at golf.
I seen that too.
You putt the ball. Yeah, that's cool. I saw the show the other night. It's on USA Network at like midnight or maybe early. I don't know. And it takes place like in a bar in Nashville, as a matter of fact, because we were talking off camera about going to Nashville. And it's like a celebrity or a pseudo celebrity, you know, and like a regular person, 2 teams of each, and it's all kinds of bar games, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to watch. Man, I'm suddenly burping like crazy. Sorry.
Oh, so good, huh?
But it's like they'll have like axe throwing or hatchet throwing, like flip cup, like beer pong, like all this kind of stuff, and they play for I don't know. I'm doing a terrible job explaining it, like many things tonight for some reason, but it's a great show. It's called Barmageddon. You got to check it out.
Barmageddon.
It's fun.
Is it on Netflix?
It's an easy watch. It's a half hour or something.
Like Netflix?
No. It's on USA. USA.
USA. Do I have that
It's
channel?
hosted by like that fucking. You have every channel, Frank. It's hosted by that dork from MTV, Carson Daly, and
he's still on TV.
One of the Bella twins. Yeah, he's hosting this show with one of the Bella twins and one of the and a country singer.
Yeah, I don't know much about celebrities, but he's telling me names I don't even know. I know Carson Daly. That's about it.
How the fuck do you know Carson Daly, but you don't know celebrities that I'm talking about?
But he's the only celebrity.
Listen, you would absolutely know.
I'm not good with celebrity names, period.
You would know these other 2 people if you saw them. I promise you would know them.
Probably by face, yeah, but not by name.
Yeah. Right.
That's it.
All right, stop yelling at me, all right?
Well, this beer's not that good. I'm sorry. This is not a crushable beer. It's leaving like this aftertaste in my mouth, man. It's so weird.
Yeah, that's the Sam Adams aftertaste. You're going to experience it with every beer that we have. This is what I was just talking about.
Better.
Like, I'm aware I'm drinking Sam Adams.
There's an IPA in there.
Okay.
There's an IPA in there somewhere.
The IPA is going to taste like a Sam Adams.
Now, the cherry wheat does not taste like that. You know?
Yeah, it does. You just don't. When's the last time you had a cherry wheat?
About 2 months ago.
How the fuck is that possible? Really?
Yep. We went to the nearest supermarket, and I'm like, you know what? We haven't had that in forever. Didn't have the same pizzazz as what I remembered it having, but it was still pretty good.
Never does.
No.
I had what did I have? I had a Rogue something, like Rogue Dead Guy Ale or something like that. Like one of these beers that I drank when I first started to get into shit, and thought I was like, you know, hipstery.
You're
so
like, look at
everyone's having their whatever, and I'll have a Rogue, and I did not like it, and I remember I used to like it a lot. It happens
Rogue
a lot,
makes
actually.
some bitter beer too. Like their shit's rough sometimes.
Yeah, Rogue Dead Guy and Stone IPA were like my gateways.
Yeah. See, I used to like Stone quite a bit too, and actually my brother was the one that got me into Stone. I didn't mind it too much. That was in the beginning of my infancy of drinking IPAs. I was like, oh, this is a cool beer. This is so delicious.
Yeah.
So different.
Yep.
It tastes like an actual beer. Except,
I think the last beer I had from Stone was a stout.
A stout? Ugh.
Yeah, Cocovesa or Yocovesa, Cocovesa, I think. It's like XO something or other.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that. So.
Wasn't bad. I had a stout the other day, Frank, that I actually enjoyed, and I got nervous.
Uh-oh. Are you swapping?
I was like, yeah, I don't know. I was like, oh, am I becoming one of these people? And now, for the life of me, I can't remember what it was. I'd have to look it up. I had it in a flight, obviously.
Oh, okay.
No. I was at Tap House 15, which is a local bar by me. I'm telling people, not you, Frank. Obviously, you know. Tap House 15 is a bar local to me. Always have very good beers, and
good rotation of beers.
So I gotta.
We'll
talk more about
it. Bandana. Oh my god!
It's not a bandana, Frank. It's a headband. All right, the band. There's no tie in the back.
Oh yeah, headband. Sorry, the headband. Go like this, Doug. I'm a maniac.
I'm a maniac. That's why I was doing the more passion, more energy, more.
That was a refreshing
so
start,
stupid.
Doug.
Yeah, let me put this away here.
She gave me a shitload of gas, I'll tell you that much. Oh, shit.
The very end there, it's got a little bit of a lemony thing to it.
Lemony?
No, by all means, you can start, sir.
That was the backwash of the beers going back. I'll give this a 2.75.
So my backwash is lemony.
2.75. It's almost a beer.
No. That's it, huh? All right.
No, seriously. I'm gonna go. It tastes like. I'm saying it tastes literally like a beer that didn't get flavor to it yet. Like they had everything going in there. And they're like, all right, let me put a little bit, and they just left it like that. You know what I mean? It's like I didn't even taste it like a blonde ale either. Do you feel like it's like a blonde? It tasted like a blonde ale to you?
No.
No.
I mean, certainly not a top level blonde ale.
It seems like an unfinished beer. You know?
It just seems to me. It just seems like not a great beer. I don't know about unfinished. I'm sure that what is here is exactly what they were going for. But
yeah, horrible.
Excuse me. The gas thing is crazy though. The gas is very gassy, or it's leaving me very gassy. I'm going to go a little bit higher than you though, because I actually like it a little bit more than you do apparently. So I'm going to go 3.25. Because
God damn,
I could see a world. I could see a world where I would drink this, and you know. Am I high or am I? Look, am I seeing like a hand effect when I move my hand?
But
am I fucking high?
It is funny. Your hand is glowing.
Is it?
Like the Last Dragon, you know?
Bruce Leroy.
Showed up!
Am I the baddest mofo around this
Bro, that is one of the best fucking movies ever. I used to watch that shit at night.
I love that movie.
Fuck.
When I was a kid, I used to watch the shit out of that movie.
I'm going to buy that movie and just watch it this weekend and show my son what a real movie's like.
It's probably $4.99.
Probably. Or streaming for free on YouTube or some shit.
Or streaming for free on some app that you have.
Oh,
all right. So that's one. That's one. See what I did there? That's one down, Frank.
One down. I mean, you know what? It's a good start, at least. Something to, wet the palate.
Exactly. Something to moisten you up a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, you're up. Go ahead. Reach in there and reach. You want to go and dry on the next one? Reach in there and pick what you like.
Ah, fuck. All right. Cold Snap White Ale.
All right. I was saying this one had no real connection to the rest of the box, but I guess you could argue that Snap,
Cold Snap.
Snap the football. I guess you could argue that it fits. So Cold Snap, Sam Adams Cold Snap White Ale. Unfiltered and lively, this crisp white ale gets a kick from a bright blend of smooth spring spices.
Oh, boy.
5.3 alcohol by volume with 10 IBUs. So this is actually going to be less bitter.
Less bitter,
more alcohol.
Sweet.
Frank, I'm going to do something that you didn't do, and I'm going to turn my beer upside down for a second and then turn it back.
Why, is there shit at the bottom of this?
Probably. It's unfiltered white ale? Probably.
Woo! Now that's a cloudy beer for once. Coming out of Samuel Adams. Look at that. That looks like apple cider vinegar. No?
It does, yeah. That is super cloudy.
Little lacy, not much head.
Unfortunately, been there. Unfortunately, that I lost my own train of thought. I fucked myself up with that. Unfortunately, I can't see my pretty face in this one, like the last one, so I already like this one less. Cloudy, looks like a little bit like apple cider vinegar. Again, half a finger ahead. Head dissipates pretty much right away.
Almost no lacing.
Yeah, lacing's good on mine. Clean your glass, bruh.
Well, I didn't fucking pour like an animal into my cup. That's the difference.
That is the difference. Man, you can't see through that thing at all.
No.
Still like a light lemon color, lemon juicy color.
I can't see my finger through the other side. That's very true. At all. Nada. All right. For once, they have a cloudy beer. I don't think I've ever had a cloudy beer from them.
Isn't Rebel IPA cloudy? Oh, no, I guess it's not. I don't think it is, actually.
It smells a little bit like apple cider vinegar.
It smells like some sort of spice that I can't identify in there.
Is that coriander?
Yeah, maybe. Does that qualify as a spring spice, though? Spring spices. Smooth spring spice.
There is something in there, though. Like a Thai chili, but like a very
coriander might be a good call.
Something sweet in there in this one, too, though. It's like a fruit note.
Yeah, a little bit sweet, a little bit bready. Definitely like fruity. I mean, the white ales are going to be like, it's like Weiss beers and Hefeweizens and stuff, right? So it's going to be a little bit fruity. There'll probably be some sort of banana-ish into this, I'm guessing. And it is probably clove then.
Yeah, it's probably a good call. Now that you said that, it actually does smell a little bit like a hef. Mm-hmm.
White ale is going to be closer to a Weiss beer, I guess, really.
Let me try it. Oh, that's pretty good, dude. It tastes a little bit like a hef.
Yeah, it's pretty not bad.
A little malty, a little sweet. It does have like almost like a winter lager type beer to it, like a little. You know what I mean? Something you're drinking like what's that the one we used to do the episode on every winter? It was like a Noel type beer, like that elf beer. Has elf on
it? Yeah, Mad Elf, right? Or something like that. Isn't that Trogs?
It tastes a little bit like that.
Is that Trogs?
Trogs, that's it.
Yeah,
it is Trogs.
To me, this feels very much like it would be a winter beer. And I think it feels like they're almost trying to force it into this case here by saying it's spring spices. Like, is it?
Yeah, it tastes like the winter beer.
This is like your one of your winter beers.
I don't taste the bitterness at all in this beer. There's like
which is ironic because it's. Oh well, no,
it's
less.
lower.
I was
It is
say it's
lower.
more. Yeah. I thought it was more, but it's less.
I will say, I feel like they use like the same malt profile for all their beers.
Yeah, because
right?
it's a fucking Sam Adams beer, and they all taste the same, Frank.
Just the base. The base is probably the same. Then you just
I'm sure it is.
Oh fuck, dude! What is up with your beers and like the gassiness?
You're not pouring it aggressively enough, Frank, to get all the carbonation out of it.
Is that what you think it is? All right, hold on. Let me mix this up a little bit.
Oh my god! Excuse me.
Oh, that was stupid. Nothing to see here, folks.
Putts.
Good thing I have a black shirt on and keep it away from this $200 keyboard. How much are these keyboards? Probably fucking max anyway.
Well, so I long ago, I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell, smashed my mouse. You can't really tell, actually.
It's still working?
I was having a particularly stressful. I'll spare everybody the details, but I smashed this fucking thing. Like it was in two pieces, and I was like, "Well, I guess I got to go buy a new mouse." And by the way, I don't have anger issues for people that are now hearing. It was just one of these. It was just a perfect situation, a perfect storm of things. So I looked it up, and when I saw the price of how much it was to buy a new mouse, I snapped the thing back together, and it works.
Pray for it to work.
Yeah, I have to hit it in like kind of a strange way, but it still works. It's still working. It's been like fucking 2 years. It's still working.
How much is a mouse?
I want to tell you it was $80. I think it was $79.99.
God damn.
Which I know, what's $80, but for $80 for a mouse, it just seemed excessive. So based on that, the keyboard's probably like $150.
Yikes. Well, if you want to put it into perspective, that stupid pen that I got for my pad is like $150 for the pen. A fucking pen.
The Apple Pen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Damn, it's really smelling grassy right now. This is warming up.
It smells like a barnyard.
Still tastes pretty good though. Fuck, I'm actually surprised by this one. I was not expecting that.
Let's drain them and rain them, Frank.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Let's go to the end.
Usually when we do these, I'm not doing full glasses, but I've been refilling these. Also, I don't drink anymore because you're not here, and I'm fucking drunk now.
Jesus, so weak.
I'm just kidding. I'm not drunk, but my drinking has like. People always have the wrong impression because obviously, we run a beer and alcohol account. You guys are alcoholics. You drink all the time. I'm like, bitch, I've drank like 3 times since I got back from Florida.
Damn. Are we going to have to up that now?
Frank, I'm going to go a little higher on this one. I'm going to go, huh?
Yeah? What do you give this one?
I'm going to go 3.75. Looking at this lineup, it probably should get a 4 because I don't think I'm going to go anything higher. But I'm still going to go 3.75. I don't know if you remember this about me, Frank, but one of my favorite beers I've ever had is a wit beer. So it's kind of
a wit beer.
A wit beer from Reds in Newark, New Jersey. Reds Beer Garden. Shout out, plug, free plug.
Gang.
So this is along the same lines. So very easy to drink, very good, very tasty. So I like wheat beers. So
white beers.
3.75.
That's weird.
I knew I should have said white beer. I knew you were going to key on that.
Yeah, it's white beer. Sam Adams, very American. I'm gonna probably go the same route as you. I consider this one a 3.75 as well. Actually, it has very good flavor profile. Little sweet. It's cloudy. It gives you the feel like you're drinking something that's not like a regular Sam Adams, in my opinion. And to be honest, it's probably the only beer that I've actually had a sip from them that I was just like, oh shit, this is different. You know what I mean? Like I know the malt's still there, but it has a different flavor profile that I actually enjoy. 3.75.
I'm with you up until you say it's something different because it's still Sam Adams. I really feel like, honest to God, I think we did this before with Magnify and we failed and we never posted it because we filmed it and it was atrocious. But I really do feel like I could pick Sam Adams out of a lineup. Like I feel like every Sam Adams tastes the same. Do you remember this from years
accepted.
ago where we were like, Magnify has a very specific taste. I'm sure we could pick it out of a lineup. Do you remember this? In my old house, we did this, and we fucking failed miserably. And we're like, all right, let's not even put this up because it was so embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like, none of us got one right.
Well, that's because there's so many beers taste that way now. So it's a little different. You know
but this was 4 years ago, probably, right? 5 years ago? It's been a long time since those days.
Dude, I haven't had a Magnify beer in about 2 years. That's crazy.
Yeah, I haven't had one in probably 2 weeks.
See? Selfish bastard.
I had it in a
And you just said you haven't drank
Tap House.
in like 6 months.
No, it's just that night at Tap House. That night at Tap House is one of the 3 times that I've drank since Florida.
Okay, fine.
You know what? Stop judging me, you fuck. All right, you ready?
Yes, that was not bad, though.
All right, Frank, next out of the Magic Sack is going to be one I'm not looking forward to at all. This is Sam Adams Red Zone Lager. I said lager weird there. Red Zone Lager. Red Zone Lager is a malty march forward with rich... I had to stop because I thought I read that wrong. It really does say that. A malty march forward with rich touches of toffee, a perfect balance of slight sweet malt character, fresh hop bitterness, and snappy red fruit aromas. This red lager is so good, you'll go for 2. I see what you did there.
Go for 2. Go for 2.
6.2% alcohol by volume and 25 IBUs. We're not doing this on purpose, but we are actually climbing up the ladder of ABV here.
ABV?
4.7, then 5.3, and this is 6.2.
Yeah, you can tell this is going to be another clear-ass beer because
no, this one's going to be... This is definitely going to be like an amberish, reddish beer. I'm sure of it.
It's amberish, but it's still translucent.
Exactly what I was expecting. And also what you were expecting, I guess, because that shit is clear.
See that, buddy? I told you. See right through that bitch. It's like this. It's like they made a blonde ale and put some red dye into it.
Hey, there I am again. There I am again.
You're obsessed with yourself, Doug. Let it go.
Oh, that's hurtful, Frank.
I got about 3 fingers ahead on this one. Poured it a little.
Yeah, I got it. I was gonna say, what the fuck did you do? Because I got not even half.
Well, because you've been trying to outshine me with your head,
Outshine. Well, let's take it easy. Take it easy, Frank.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a amber ale there for sure.
Very, very
nice
clear.
red hue.
Red hue, kind of a slightly off-white
bottom,
brown head, or not brown, slightly off-white head.
You put on an angle, it must be the lights. Look at the head on that though; it's just sticky. Look at that. Sticky.
Yeah, you and I have a different beer because I don't have that head at all.
I poured it aggressive as fuck on this one. Make sure you open up the aromas, Ooh, the thing's malty. Fucking A, dude.
This, honest to God, is what I think of when I think of Sam Adams. This smell right here.
Like, what is that? Is that considered like a rice malt? What the fuck is that?
That's just malt.
It's just straight up malt.
It's pure malt.
It smells a little chocolatey too, no?
Sticky, sweet, sticky toffee malt.
A little chocolatey.
Like some caramel.
Caramelo.
Or that.
God. I'm just...
Good lacing on this one, though.
Yeah, no shit. Even the head, too. Yeah. Soap suddy.
Just the way I like my head, soap suddy. What?
What is that? Hold on.
It's
That's a straight up malt bomb, dude.
It's always the same. Fucking Sam Adams.
A little stringent too. It's definitely a lot. It's the most bitter of the three right now.
Yeah, it's not super pleasant, honestly.
No, it's a little. It tastes a little more bitter than it actually is. A little thirst quenching, stringent. Man, that aftertaste is weird too.
Oh man.
I don't think you need to pour an extra little bit of this in your cup, buddy.
I think you are correct, sir.
I'm gonna put this here to the side.
The bitterness in there isn't like a, when you have an IPA, it's like you enjoy the bitterness that's there. Not so much with this one. Frank, I'm gonna fly to your house and I'm gonna smash that AirPod. I hope that sound picks up because I'm gonna leave it in.
I doubt it. Dude, it's just like it takes all the moisture out of my mouth.
Yeah, this is one of these beers that if I'm drinking it, it's like all drinking stops afterwards. This is like a night ender. This tastes like, what this tastes like? When you go to a place that's like a brew house, they're like, one of these places, they're like, we brew our own beers, and they have one of every kind of beer, and they all suck. This is like the red ale version of that.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Like, hey, you got to come try our red ale. Like, I don't really want to.
Nice attempt, buddy, but do not make that again. Reminds me of
like the place that we went to that
that we bought all the fucking beers. What was that, Avery Brewery or something?
Exactly right. No, that was
no,
what the hell was the name of that place? No, Avery's good. Avery's in
Blue Hill?
You're thinking of Avery's in Colorado. Avery's very good.
Was it Blue Hill?
It was Blue Hill. I think they're long out of business at this point.
Oh,
I think, right?
Thank God, bro. No one deserves to drink that shit.
I'll never forget how we walked in, and the bartender or beer tender, whatever, was like shocked to see somebody in there. But then, like,
what do you want?
When we started,
we're like, they're like, really?
Yeah, we're gonna take one of each, and we're buying all of your bottles. And like, the brewer and like people from the back came out of the back, and like every employee was sitting up front. Like, I can't believe this is happening.
They're like, we can close up shop now. We can just close it down. We sold our inventory.
Taking pictures with the employees with the like.
Oh my God, bro! That was the worst beer that we ever bought on a trip like that. By far.
That was some of the worst beer I've ever had.
Oh, even though I will say that we had some bad beers from that Avery spot that we
not Avery.
Sit in the fridge for a long time. Was it Avery or
not Avery,
Evercrest or something? You sure?
It's I'm sure that we didn't go to Avery in Colorado. Yes, I'm positive. It's
Why am I thinking something ever something, Everest or some shit like that? Whatever. They were all silver cans. They had like a fucking crest on the every can too, and they wrote the names in there. Remember that one?
Yeah. No, I remember what you're talking about. I can't remember what brewery it was though. I don't know. It's definitely not Avery. Avery's in Colorado.
Fine, Doug. Jesus.
Avery makes good beers too. They do like the Mephistopheles ale and all that kind of shit. We do. You know what? As an aside, speaking of Avery, we do have to go to Colorado, Frank, because I'm not. I recognize our time on this earth is getting shorter and shorter. You and I, because we're getting older and older and older.
Yeah,
but I refuse to die or let you die until you have this fucking pepper beer that I had years ago that they don't ship anymore.
And they have it there for sure?
Yeah, it's the brewery's in Colorado. So it was a period. It's called Ghostface Killer. It's by Twisted Pine Brewing. There was a period of time, I guess, where they distributed it because I bought this when I still lived in my first apartment. I mean, Christ Almighty, probably 11, 12 years ago, 10 years ago. And it was one of the hottest beers I've ever had at the time. Tasted awful. Killer. Tasted like nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah, I'm sure that they're paying. I'm sure they're paying Ghostface some royalties.
You say it tastes like nothing.
Spelled literally the same way. Yeah, because the heat. Like you just have to have it. It's an experience beer.
An experience beer. Perfect.
Yeah.
Well,
anyway, they're in Boulder though. They're in Boulder, Colorado. So.
Is Boulder a good spot for
I didn't say I liked it. I don't think there's a bad spot in Colorado for skiing.
No. Is it
I don't
safe
think
so I don't die? Because I am Dominican, by the way. You know, Dominicans on skis
it's
don't
well.
mix.
Listen, it's a different world. I mean, I've never skied out west, but I know that it's a different world than skiing up north. It's different snow. It's
Perfect.
a powder snow usually. It's a whole different set of skills.
With my luck, it'll be a fucking avalanche, and I get, you know, you see
I don't know
me
how much
just rolling like a ball down the fucking mountain. You know,
I don't know how much the
not gonna
pizza
be a
and
good
French
look.
fries works in Colorado.
Oh, so I can't go.
I
I'll
mean, you can
watch you.
try it.
It's got to be a bitch side of the mountain, right? Right?
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I'm sure there's a beginner side. Just follow
Yeah,
me,
it'll be.
Frank. You'll be fine. I've never
Fuck
led you
you,
wrong.
dude. Oh, never, never. I'm telling you,
I was
dude.
going through my phone the other day, like just deleting shit because I have too many pictures on my phone and stuff. And I came across a funny video, I guess from like 2 or 3 years ago when we were skiing, and you were like, "I'm fucking Dominican. This fucking motherfucking white boy has me up on this diamond. I'm gonna die. It's the last post I'm ever making."
Bro, I don't think I've ever seen that. You got to show me that shit.
I gotta find it again. It's so
Fucking
funny
A,
because the
dude.
camera's like right against your face too, and you're like, "I'm Dominican. This dude's taking me down black diamonds."
You know, it's funny because, I know I've said this story before, but the time I went up to Vermont, that was just different. That was different, bro. When I got to the top of that mountain, I was like, "Oh shit, this is like a real mountain. This is not the fucking Poconos,
Yeah,
buddy."
yeah. It's not everything's like Pennsylvania and New York, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that was the longest hour to get down that hill, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I almost died twice. Positive of that. I had an out of body experience.
So,
It was beautiful up there. I'll give them that.
so my understanding though is that the snow is more. I mean, I don't not my understanding because I've skied in Vermont, but like the snow in the north tends to be more packed, and the snow in the west, like Colorado and stuff, and Utah or whatever, tends to be more
Pottery.
powdery. So it's a lot more of like pulling your knees out of the snow to do stuff. It's how I understand it. I could be wrong. I've never been there, but that's how it's always been
Fuck.
explained to me.
That seems like more of a workout.
It's like right. I was just going to say that it's apparently more of like a lower body workout than
That
in the
sounds like
north.
a horrible time. Why don't we go to Arizona
So
instead? Just
and
go to
do what?
Arizona. I don't know. Not ski.
Fuck it.
Fucking go into the desert. Fucking complete total different of environment altogether.
It's funny because I like our odds in surviving shift. I'm much more likely to survive on a ski slope than you are. I have a feeling if we go out in the desert, you're much more likely to survive than me. I'm not built for the sun like that.
Oh yeah, you'll have third-degree burns all over your body before me. That's for sure.
Instantly.
Instantly.
Plus, like I need water. You know what I mean? Like I'm bougie, man. I can't be.
Oh,
out
they got
there, like,
water.
where are we gonna get our next drink of water from? Carrying a canteen and stuff. Like, plus I would never go to the desert with you because I'm just I'm assuming you're gonna bury me out there.
You have like 3 bottles of the smart water. You know, you can have carry your backpack.
Yeah, smart water Essentia.
Essentia. Man, we're really
So I
trying
think
to
what we're saying
avoid
here is
talking
that
about
this
this.
is.
We're trying to avoid talking about this beer.
I was just gonna say that. So I guess what we're saying is that this is one of our favorite beers because we're totally talking about it.
Yeah, you're like, fuck this. I will say though, I don't like those. I used to like the amber beers until like I found out what real beer is. But there are a couple out there. There's actually a really good pizza spot in Ramsey that has a good red ale. I know this isn't a red ale, but damn good red ale that goes well with the pepperoni pizza. Very good.
And where? Ramsey? Out here?
Ramsey, yeah, North Jersey, yeah, 17 North. I forgot the name of the spot, but I'll get it for you. They have really good pizza and they make their own beers. 80% of them suck, but
I'm in for that.
A pretty good pizza spot. And a good red ale. I had a whole pitcher. I shared a whole pitcher.
Sure you did.
You know?
With you, who? Your imaginary friend?
No, there was like 6 people there. You know? We all had a cup each. Yeah.
It's weird. You didn't invite me, so there you go.
Well, you don't live by me, so never have lived by me because you always keep your distance.
I live 35 fucking minutes away from you, and then you decided to move 18 hours away.
Actually, I only live 3 hours from you.
Not really, because there's time to get to the airport. There's prep time.
Okay, 5 hours.
Closer to like 6 hours. I just wrapped that up. All right, you're ahead of me.
Fuck. Oh, that last sip was worse than the other one.
Man, oh man.
Bro,
that is not super great.
No. That last bit was just like malt bread. Seriously.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing. Like, the weird thing about the last sip there is it was almost like somebody took a real nice piece of toast and like crumpled it up and threw it into my beer. Because I'm getting a very like toasty aftertaste now.
Yeah.
And there's the fucking burping again.
Dude, actually, that reminds me of, you remember that, wasn't it a Sammy Adams, it almost tastes like firewood. You remember that? When we were up in the mountains that time? We were in upstate New York, and we had it was like a firewood tasting fucking, I can't remember the name of it, but it was really bad. It was one of those winter seasonal type beers that we had. It tastes like ash. Little ash. This is there.
I do remember we had a beer that tasted like ash, but I don't remember who it was. Like, that's one of the ones that sticks out in my brain. That one, the one that tasted like pastrami, always sticks out in my brain.
Matter of fact, now I remember.
What was that, the pastrami pills?
The label looked very similar to this, too. It was like blue like that as well. It's coming back to me. I'll never forget that shitty beer. Oh, yeah.
You got pretty good mind for shitty beers.
Yeah. Well, those are the ones that actually stick with you, right? Oh, fuck. So, I don't know, man. This one's tough. What did I give the Blonde Ale? Wasn't it a 2.75?
Yeah.
Damn, I'm going to have to go pretty low on this. So this is probably a 2.5. This is, I don't know. This is just malt, bread, and bitterness. Weird bitterness, too. I don't know. I'm not a fan, Doug. I'm not.
I hear you. And I'm going to go pretty similar, actually. I'm going to go 2.5 also. I'm going to go pretty similar and then give the same score. I'm going to go 2.5 also. This is like... this is a lot like the Cowboys, They get down to the red zone and they get there and it just fumble it. And, it's just not that great once it gets into the red zone.
They pick it up and go all the way to the other.
And then somebody else picks up the idea and goes all the way to the end.
That's distasteful. See, that's actually distasteful. You see how you are, Doug? That's fucked up.
Yeah, I know. Hey,
that's
Giants.
pretty fucked up.
All right, Franco. That means
all right.
There's one more left.
It means we got one more to fight through, right? And thank God.
This is one of these things where you're going to see the type and you're going to be like, thank God this is this type of beer, but it's still going to suck. That is Sam Adams Postseason IPA.
Oh, boy.
Postseason IPA. It's a bright and delicious session IPA that will carry you to the postseason. This 4.5% ABV beer has big, bright tropical notes driven by a blend of hop varieties from around the world. It's the playoffs of beers. Postseason IPA, 12-ounce bottle, 4.5% alcohol by volume with a whopping 30 IBUs, Frank. So this is going to be the most bitter beer that we had.
Most bitter beer.
The most bitter beer.
The least ABV.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's lower than the Blonde Ale.
Shit, that's crazy.
I'm gonna go on record before we pour. Did you pour it yet?
No.
This is gonna be super clear, and it's gonna suck.
Good assessment.
It is, in fact, super clear.
When the fuck? When did you start doing that? I don't recall you
just
doing
now.
that shit before.
Just now. This is just we've never drank clear beers before, Frank. I'm impressed to see myself in there.
I got a little bit of a whiff, man. Holy shit!
Bro, this is a thick
apple juice again.
White. Yeah, apple juice, but with a thick white head that is not going anywhere.
Foamy.
Clear, like super clear, even more clear than the Blonde Ale. Like there's not even a
Ale.
bubble in this thing.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not getting any fucking carbonation.
No, like carbonation
at all.
Yeah, right. There's like no carbonation
Jesus
bubbles.
Christ. Say the best for last, huh, Doug? We thought that it was IPA. We're like, oh, you know what? Maybe the IPA is good to end the game on. Jesus.
What's the difference between main level IPAs and the New England IPAs that we're used to these days?
You know what I will not be drinking for the playoffs? Sam Adams. God damn, dude. I got another 9 beers of this shit. That's not
There's
good.
more Sam Adams in my place right now than there's ever been.
8. Really? Ugh. How does it smell, Doug?
We're talking about 8. How's there 8? Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah, I can't do math. I suck. Yeah, I know. I put it together, all right?
Oof.
All right, it smells misleadingly good.
Yeah, it does. It's got a little lemony. Very citrus heavy.
Yeah, it smells like citrus, hoppy. It smells bitter. I mean, I know you can't really smell bitter, but like you smell like it's going to be bitter when you taste it.
Yeah, I bet you they use Motica hops in it. I bet you if you look it up, there's Motica hops in this.
I'll take your word for it because you've always had the ability to pick out hops that I have not had. So like I don't have that same ability.
You know, it'd be nice if they should. I know it's Motica hops in it. So I don't give a fuck, Doug. Motica hops in it.
Listen,
I'm claiming it.
I'm willing to accept it, Frank. You are very rarely wrong in these kinds of things. You've always been able to be like, I smell Amarillo. Oh, okay. All right. I don't have that ability. I don't know what it is.
It does smell pretty refreshing, though, no?
I don't know about refreshing, but it smells like it's going to taste good. Yeah, it's like fruit zest, hop notes.
You get a little dank or no?
That's what I mean. Yeah, like a danky hops. I don't know. Let's see. It smells good, and now let me get disappointed.
It doesn't know what kind of beer it wants to be.
Yeah,
it doesn't know. I will say though, the flavor spectrum went like all over the place. Like there's so much in you at once.
And like none of it stays in your mouth long enough to figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like bitter, lemon, a little kick to it, and then back down to nothing almost. There's a broad spectrum there.
Yeah, like nothing hangs around. Definitely like a lemon citrusy flavor. And there's a slight hoppiness. There's a hoppiness thing there that just like it's there for a minute, and you're like, wait, and it's gone.
A little earthiness, you know.
Yeah, a little bit of like dirty grass.
But the bitterness sticks around too. You think we gotta let this one sit a little bit so we can actually taste it, or it really does
probably,
jump
but
around the flavor.
Yeah, it's a little all over the place.
I've never had a beer like that.
It's very scatterbrained. No, me either. It's like it's like you get a slight flavor and you're like, oh, I know what this is going to be, and then it changes quickly.
It does leave that bitterness in there, though. It lets you know it is an IPA. I will say, though, for a session, it does not taste like a session. Right? Like, you expect like the session to be like very light body type beer. This one seems a little heavy.
Yeah, I don't know about heavy, but yeah, there's like it's not.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just like the taste is very forward.
Yeah, the flavors are there. It's not washed out like a session can be sometimes.
Speaking of sessions, you know what I would like? I love a can of right now. Some fucking low vis.
I was just gonna say low vis.
God damn, dude! I used to love that beer.
Low vis. An easy go-to. I don't think I've had that. I haven't had low vis probably in 5 years.
Oh, that one.
That is a slammable beer.
Fuck yeah! I used to buy that shit at nauseum. No, fuck Vineshine. Oh,
low vis and Vineshine. Those were the two like that you could find everywhere.
You actually like the Vineshine? I wasn't a big fan of it.
No, I liked low vis. That was the beer.
Yeah.
And then they did like a double dry hop low vis, which was also very good.
And then our favorite main event. Well, one of my favorites. It's definitely up there.
Main event is it's pretty quality.
Yeah.
Magnify's weird. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, it's weird that we're talking about somebody else. Magnify has gotten to a place where like they have 1,000 IPAs now, and they kind of all taste the same now. It's like a weird thing.
I think all like decent breweries kind of find themselves in that situation, right? Because I guess in order for them to make it appealing to keep coming back, they're like, oh, we got a new IPA. And all they did was like, oh, let me put like 0.3 grams more of this hop and then change the name on it and then have them come back for a new 4-pack for $26. How much is a 4-pack of a good beer now over there? I'm curious.
It's in it's 22, 24 for sure.
Is there ever
crazy?
Like
I can remember when
is there ever like a $16 4-pack anymore?
Magnify does. They did. I forget what it was now. They did another one of these. Like it was like a low vis type of beer, and it was like $15 or $16 for a 4-pack. Everything's like in the 20s now, and I can remember like when we were starting to get into this, being like $15 a 4-pack. Yo, can you imagine the day it ever becomes 20? Like that's going to be too much. Now it's like 22, 24.
We're
ordering things from like Halftime Brewing for $10 a can.
Yeah, imagine we used to be like, oh, fucking. We went from spending like $70, $80 every time we buy beer to like $160, $180, then $200.
Crazy.
Sometimes $250. It's fucking insanity, bro. I will say though, I feel like the beers did get progressively better though. I feel like the IPA. I mean, they're always the staple ones that kind of stick out, that you really like. But goddamn, like a Treehouse or Trillium or even Magnify. I like a lot, even some of the beers that even Hackensack Brewing, like I actually like those beers. And they don't always stick to the IPAs too, so they actually do like weirder beers that, what's that one that I used to like Pepper something?
Oh, yeah, what was
Pepper
it called?
Coast. Pepper Coast.
Pepper Coast.
Pepper Coast IPA,
Pepper Coast.
Which I always like getting. It's just like a very different like IPA, but
Hackensack does the right thing. Like if you think about beers you like from Hackensack, right? You can say, I like Muscat Haze, right?
Yeah.
And there's not 15 other beers that taste just like Muscat Haze. Like
Correct.
there's a time when you could say with Magnify that like I like Main Event, but now there's 100 beers that taste like Main Event.
Yeah, you can say Main Event. What is that one? The Galactic is just a little bit different. And then,
right, they all have that same.
The Doctor, what was it? Doctor series that
Dr.
they have
Simcoe,
too?
Doctor,
Simcoe,
There's all the different hops.
No, you're right.
And Treehouse is the worst. Like I would beg anybody to sit like a Julius, a King Julius, an Emperor Julius, a Julie-ish, a this, a that, and put them all next to each other and tell me like, are they going to taste a little bit different? Yeah, of course. But are they going to taste like enough different that you're going to be like, oh my God, this is the one? Probably not.
Yeah, I mean, think about the allure of being able to get a triple King Julius, I
was just going to say the one thing I'll say is that the triple King Julius definitely tastes different than the Julius.
Yeah.
But now there's an Emperor Julius, and I think there's a triple Emperor Julius. Don't hold me to that, though. Could be wrong. But it's like, how many times
you tried it?
Yeah. No, I haven't had that one. I haven't had
Well,
Emperor
they're feeding off the success of those beers that everybody went after, I know, but do you need 160 fucking beers that all taste the same? Like maybe what's wrong with Julius, Hayes, Alter Ego? It'd be cool if they went back and be like, we have our primary 4 beers for sale, and that's it. And everybody would be like, yeah.
Well, I guess some of it is they're smart, right? Because they're playing to the collector thing that's part of this whole craft beer world, right? Like these Untapped apps and things like that exist because it plays into the kind of the collector part of people's personality. Where like, that's a new beer, we got to go because we got to try it. Well, yeah, it's kind of the same beer as last time. Yeah, but it's a new name, it's a new can, it's new this and that. We got to go try it. It's a new check-in, it's a new whatever. So some of that it's smart marketing, obviously.
I guess. God, I miss those beers up north. You sure you want to come down here, Doug? Actually, I can't say that. There's a couple good breweries down here that actually I like.
I could be fine at Magnanimous and Ology. Could really fill the void of the stuff that's up here. When I shot over to Tampa last time I was there, and I shot over to Tampa, wait for you. That's Magnanimous, man. I don't know why I had never been there before. They were very good. And then obviously Ology has kind of taken over the spot that Angry Chair was in that I love so much. And their beers are good.
Yeah, I was about to say, you forgot about Angry Chair, man. There's no love there no more. I mean, the atmosphere has changed there quite a bit.
Right. So it turns out the atmosphere that I loved is now Ology. Because when I went to Ology, we went there obviously together, but I went there separately too, didn't I? Or did I only go there with you? No, I only went there with you. I went to Angry Chair without you. It's the music, the vibe, the beers, the whole scene. Like, I enjoy that. I don't know why they didn't take that with them to Angry Chair, or maybe I just went to Angry Chair on a bad day or whatever the fuck. But, like, listen, I love Angry Chair's beers, but I was kind of sitting there like, it's kind of not the same vibe.
You know what's
like,
funny
the vibe is more etology.
Yeah, like, I remember you saying, like, oh, they had, like, the hip-hop music playing in the background, but the first time we went there, it was, like, not that I don't like it, but it's, like, rock music and grunge and shit playing in the background. It's like, this is nothing like you described it to me when you went there.
Right, but when we went to Ology, it was all hip-hop. It's like
Correct.
They must be
Switch
together.
roles.
Like, they must be owned or they must be partnered or something. Because when I was at Angry Chair, it was the same sort of thing. It wasn't the music and the vibe that I was into.
Yeah.
So the beers are still very good. I'm still an Angry Chair fan. Yeah, the beers are good. I just filled it up again, actually.
This tastes like a fucking Cowboys postseason. Just horrible.
Just
bitter.
Let down and disappointing. Bitter.
Bitter, you know. Leaves a bad taste in your mouth, you know. Horrible.
I'm getting a lot more of like an orange peel or a lemon peel now that it's warming up a little bit.
Like literally like you're chewing on the peel.
Yeah.
Right? Just straight up lime. Like chewing on a green tangerine.
Like chewing on a green tangerine.
Yeah, where it's not sweet yet. You know, it's just barely.
I don't know.
Barely blossoming into that tree, and you know, it's not getting into that sweetness from the earth yet. You know.
If you're listening,
it's fighting to be a lemon and not be a tangerine. You know.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
Is
the fruit is a different thing down there, I guess, huh?
No, is a tangerine always sweet? I don't know, bitch. I'm just figuring that it's not always
Isn't
sweet.
it?
It starts bitter, doesn't it? I don't know.
Why would it be bitter?
I don't know, bitch. How does it get sweet? It just comes out sweet? I don't believe it does. Now I'm going to have to try it out. I'm going to eat like
I don't think fruit is fruit ever bitter? Like if a pineapple's not ripe, is it bitter?
A grapefruit's bitter.
Fuck grapefruit. I'm not talking about grapefruit.
It's bitter, bitch.
No, but I'm saying like a fruit as it's coming into the world, is it ever bitter?
Yeah, lemon.
You know what I mean? I mean a fruit that's normally sweet. Does it start as bitter? Not fruits that are bitter the whole way because they suck. Like citrus fruit, or not even citrus fruit. Like oranges and tangerines and pineapples and things that are considered to be sweet.
Yeah, the oranges aren't always sweet. The oranges aren't always sweet.
What are you talking about?
You've never had a fucking orange that's not ripe yet.
No, I don't believe so.
Okay, so we gotta go to DR. That's where we should go.
And there we go. It all comes back to going to DR.
I already finished it, bitch. I'm not holding on to that shit waiting for it to get warm. Am I drunk? Jesus. I will say, that's still better than that Red Zone Lager.
Yeah, oh yeah. For sure.
What do you give this bad boy?
I'm struggling here. I think I got to go 3.5.
Holy shit.
It's good enough as an IPA, and the flavors are good enough that I would have it again. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm going to go 3. I was thinking maybe I went too high. But yeah, I'm going to go 3.5 on it. I mean, listen, the hoppiness is there a little bit. The flavor is there a little bit. It's not great, but it's middle of the road. It's a 3.5.
I have to agree. It's middle of the road. It's the only one that actually tastes like what we're used to, like an IPA. It's probably more like a standard or beginning IPA drinker that we used to drink back in the day. It had the bitterness that you want in an IPA. It was a little bit sweet, but it was still like stringent and zesty and lemon peely and peppery. Now I'm making shit up.
Yeah, I don't think lemon peely is a word.
It was an IPA. It was okay, which is
it is very okay.
It's very okay, but I've never tasted an IPA like this from them. And this is supposed to be what blows me out of my mind is it's supposed to be a session. And this tastes nothing like a session. This tastes a little.
I mean,
no,
I could I could see session in the sense that, like, I think you could pound a bunch of these away and have nothing happen to you.
Oh, I can see that, but it just seems boozier. No, I think I'm good. I'm still trying to reassess this fucking thing. This is a horrible lineup.
I know.
There is one good.
So let's review this lineup, Frank. So yeah. So we started with the Breakaway Blonde Ale. We moved over into the Cold Snap White Ale. Hit the Red Zone Lager, and then finished up with the Postseason IPA. Frank, what is your favorite beer of the night?
Julius. Oh, you mean the lineup?
Cold I would Snap kill for Julius right now. Yeah, Cold Snap White Ale I think is yeah, I would agree. I think that's pretty obviously the best of this lineup here, which is ironic because in the beginning I said, well, there's one beer that doesn't really fit in this lineup, and they're kind of forcing it by the name. And that's the one that's the best. Cold Snap.
Yeah,
exactly.
Cold Snap. I mean, I will say, this was not as bad as we thought it was going to go, right?
Yeah, I mean,
the Blonde Ale was okay, the Cold Snap was okay, the Red Zone Lager was shit, and then the postseason IPA wasn't too bad.
Right.
Solid lineup.
It's one of the things that you get when you buy like a big time brewer's beers. You know what you're going to get. There's nothing here that's going to be crazy, right? It's all going to be exactly what you expect. All right, anyway, let's get out of here, Franco. So, follow us everywhere you find us on social media. At Girls of Booze on Instagram, at Booze Girls on Twitter, at Booze Girls on Facebook, at
Plátano for Life.
I don't know which side you're going to show up on. At Doug GoB on Instagram. At Hopped Up Network. Follow the Hopped Up Network, hoppedupnetwork.com. That's about it, unless you got anything else for us here, Franco.
Back to work we go.
Back to work we go. Yeah, well, back to work we go in the sense that we're going to record a bunch of shows now because get back on the horse here.
Yes, sir.
All right, Frank, that's it. As always, Frank, we are us, and you are you, and we are the fucking out of here. Peace!
Peace!